Ranshan is... Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Let's say Ranshan is fun-loving, a people person for sure. Always, trying to put everyone else before myself. I'd like to think I'm pretty humble. From my upbringing, my parents have always taught us to, be humble, and no matter what we have in life, to always be simple and to treat everybody with respect. So I think Ranshan would be, somebody who really looks out for not just people, but from the smallest person. Like if you take, for instance, my job, right? I run a company, and you have all these different people, from the gardener to the directors. You just say hi to everybody, treat everybody, equally, so that they feel as important. And I think I try to live my life that way, and just make everybody happy. So yeah. A typical day in my life definitely includes golf. I try to get that in as much as I can, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon. Meetings, meeting with staff, meeting with everybody that kind of helps us out with the day-to-day operations. Just understanding where they're coming from, their family issues, trying to see if we can help in any way. Of course, hanging out with friends, try to make some time in the evenings, whether the guys come over, we play some video games, or we go out for a drink or some food. And of course, trying to fit in some alone time with the wife, of course, and go do the pampering, go to for a mani-pedi, whether it's a massage, and just some alone time. So just a little bit of here and there. So my best childhood memory definitely has to be spending quality time with my parents. And just to elaborate on that, my dad, when they first started Access, it was non-stop meetings and business and all that kind of thing. But he made it a point every day to come home by 5 p.m. just so he could have that quality time with my brother and I. So we'd play cricket in the yard, and then he'd take our homework and just be there, And that made such a big difference, I think, in our upbringing, and just showing us that value of time in terms of spending it with us and giving us that foundation. So definitely has to be my best childhood memory. My three best qualities definitely are humility, let's say patience for sure, and just being able to relate, put myself in someone else's shoes and kind of understand where they're coming from. So I guess that's why I went into hospitality. So yeah, that would be it. Three worst qualities would be that I care too much sometimes, and I would get hurt in certain situations. Another quality would be, I think, time management. I really need to work on my time management. Because right now we have so many things going on, and it's like I don't really write things down. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, in terms of like putting it down in a note, putting it in my calendar, and I forget things. I have a pretty good memory, but it's hard to keep track of all that. So I need to get that done. And three, I would say, I'm injury prone. I don't know if that's a bad quality, but I just tend to get hurt all the time. So I have to be very careful, with watching my step. Like literally I would walk out the house and trip over the front, like little step, when everyone else just walked over it. So yeah, I don't know if that's a bad quality, but it's something I have to deal with. Happiest moment of my life, there's definitely a lot. But I think the topmost would be the day, I would say my wedding day, I mean, we got married twice in the same year, because we had one wedding in Miami and then the next one in Sri Lanka. So I think being able to do that and actually go through the whole process again. So I would say even like the second wedding, because I just got to relive that moment and not renew our vows, but go through the steps. So I think that was really, and family and friends all just there celebrating and having a good time. So it was definitely one of the best. Little unknown facts about me. Unknown. To like random people, right? Not obviously people that know me. That I'm very meticulous. So I'm very neat and tidy. Even on the table, if one of the controls is a little bit to the left, I'm like, and then if I go to somebody's office, that's really kind of, I'll go and I'll sit there, and if they're not looking, I'll just kind of like turn the paintings on the wall. I'm very, very picky, very kind of, how do you say, OCD? There you go. OCD would be one. And another interesting thing about me is that, what is another interesting thing about me? What feels like love to me is just people being good to other people, and in the smallest ways. I think one of my biggest pet peeves is, Sri Lanka, you're driving on the road and just everyone's so inconsiderate, right? I mean, just take some time, one guy's trying to come in this way, just stop and let him go. I mean, it's not going to take 10 minutes out of your day, it's just 10 seconds, right? So I think really just showing goodness to others and treating everybody with kindness and just being patient a little bit. So I think that encompasses love in total. So I 100% believe in love at first sight. Yes, I'm one of those people that gets attached very quickly to people, and and I think love, of course, your question would be more affectionate, kind of romantic love, but I would play it in other ways as well. If I meet somebody and they have a great personality and it's just instant kind of like that love, and then the next time I see them, just hug and how are you, So in terms of that love, but I think, repeat the question again. Yeah, so going back to the romantic part of it, yes. So with my wife, I mean, how we met was so random. I was having issues with my ex. I was in Miami at the time. We were doing the long distance thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going out just to clear my head. And I asked my friend, hey, can I get a ride with you to go to this party? And he's like, yeah, sure. One of my friends is picking us up. And it happened to be Tegan, who picked us up. And I remember sitting in the back seat, just kind of like looking in the rearview mirror and like, don't fall for her, man. So I definitely did fall for her that first night, and of course pursued it, and 7 years later here we are, happily married. So yeah, I definitely believe in love at first sight. So the caddy gave me a read, so I don't really need to check my book. I just gotta trust him and go with it. So, oh, come on. So my hobbies would definitely involve music, golf, for sure, and I'm a huge foodie. In terms of just eating a lot, I don't really like going to fine dining restaurants and all, because I feel like you pay way too much for way too little. I'm more of a buffet kind of guy. You just go in there and clear the buffet out and just eat 3-4 plates of food and then go for dessert and then go back to eating the buffet. So yeah, that would definitely kind of put together my hobbies, yeah. So the first time I tried playing golf was 4 years back. I was working at the Trump National Doral in Miami, so one of Donald Trump's resorts, and it had 5 championship golf courses, and just so happened that it was free for employees to play the courses. So I had a lot of free time at that then because Tegan was working. I was like, let me buy a set and see what it's all about. So I went to the range, hit a few balls, of course. You probably know how that went. Balls going everywhere. And then just jumped on the course, just really jumped into it. Didn't take any lessons, watched some YouTube videos and kind of figured my way out. And yeah, 4 years later, I'm here winning trophies and doing the whole thing. So it's great. It's been a great journey. Playing golf is one of my biggest hobbies, mainly I think because of the skill level that you actually need to be decent or good is so high that you actually have to put in the work. And not just skill, but precision and timing, and there's so many factors that really go into the game, and just understanding the whole thing. And like I said, I'm very meticulous, very OCD, so just kind of like putting all that into place really intrigued me. And I think also golf, what a lot of people don't understand, it kind of teaches you a bit of life lessons as well. So I always say the most important shot is the next shot, because if you hit a bad shot now, right, it could ruin your entire round if you just focus on that shot. But you have another 70 plus shots to go, right? So why focus on that one thing when you just take it step by step? And I think it really teaches, like if you transfer that to life, right, you may have a lot of downs, but just concentrate on the next move you're going to make. You fail, but get back up and keep going.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind.
All right, so we're here at the Royal Colombo Golf Club on a beautiful Friday morning. So usually this is like my routine. I'd like to come in a little earlier than this normally and get in around, probably say 5:45 tee off. And then done by 7:30 and at work by 9, after showering the club. So just love being out here in the nature and in the sport, and just get some activity, in the mornings, and gets me energized for the day. So yeah, so here we are, and we're doing this. We're on the 9th hole right now. Yeah, let's get it.
They say you're basic, they say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
Best feeling ever when the ball hits the back of the cup, especially if it's outside 5 feet. You got to make those, and definitely probably the best feeling in golf. So yeah. Because if you don't warm up, then probably gonna hit a couple of bad shots until you get get into the groove. So yeah, so let's a little warm up. Let's keep going. I think we'll get better as we go.
Lightning and the thunder, 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 feel the thunder.
So the caddy gave me a read, so I don't really need to check my book. I just gotta trust him and go with it. So.
Lightning and the thunder, 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 feel the thunder.
No, come on! You gotta. No, we'll keep that on tape. We'll keep that on tape. See, that's the thing. Sometimes in golf, it stops right by the hole, and then you mess it up. But hey, that's the beauty of it. You gotta just move on. Just gotta move on. All right, shall we walk all the way down? Let's do it. My best memory on a golf course would be breaking 80. So that's obviously like a thing. And so the course is a par 71. And to shoot anywhere around 71 is like a big achievement. And just playing 4 years to be able to come below 80, knowing that a lot of guys are still shooting in the hundreds, is a great achievement. I haven't had a hole in one yet, and that's kind of the goal. But yeah, definitely breaking 80 was my biggest achievement. I would have definitely chosen golf as a profession over my business, yeah. And people ask me that now too, is like, if you if you didn't go into this, what would you be doing? And I said, well, if I really think about it, playing golf takes a lot of skill, and I know that I don't have what it takes to be at the tour level, but I would love to be a caddy. You know, because like I said, I'm so meticulous, I'm so, write notes, do all that, that I would be able to give that kind of attention to a player that actually has the skill level and be able to assist them. So if I had the opportunity to do, I would definitely be a caddy and kind of play the game, but more on that side of it, yeah. So my favorite places to eat in Colombo, definitely I would say anywhere that has a buffet, that's for sure, right? And so I think Elevate is at the top of that list because, you know, they just opened, they've got a fantastic brunch, a fantastic lunch buffet, and definitely I love going there. But also places like Yumi at the Taj, love that place, Sushi Kai, and a few other Japanese restaurants around the area. Definitely Harpo's restaurants, I mean, can't beat that. You know, love going to Bay Leaf, Commons, and now with the Hatch opening, that's another option as well. And I tend to eat at home a lot, so just Uber Eats now in Sri Lanka, thank God. You know, it's so fast, you just get it in. But I think I try to be a very health conscious in a way. So during the week, I'll have my meals, and superfood cafes, I think one of my biggest, because my friends run the thing, so just give them a call and like, hey, send this over. And just to be, like, maintain a balance, you know, and then on the weekends, I just go ham. So, hey guys, we're here today at Elevate Restaurant on the 29th floor of Access Tower 2 for their lunch buffet. So the buffet is open from 12 to 2:30, and the spread is just amazing. So thought, why not come here and just pig out? So here we go.
How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss.
We got the rice and the pasta. I think I'm gonna start with the pasta and then come back for the rice later.
Just like this.
Gotta try everything first, one by one, and then we'll mix it up. So we're gonna have a little bit of dessert and then go back for the buffet, I guess. Nothing like having dessert with a good view. My favorite cuisine would definitely have to be kiribath. Yes, 100%. If I could live on one thing for the rest of my life, it'd be kiribath, lunamis, and a good chicken curry. Hands down, I'll eat that every day, all day. The strangest thing I've eaten so far would probably have to be an uncooked pigeon's head. Yeah, in China, we went and they brought the pigeon. It was all cooked except the head. And like I said, I wanted to grow somebody out, so I ate the head. And yeah, that's probably pretty gross, I know. Ooh, weird food combinations that I enjoy has to be anything that would freak the other people out or them just making a face at me, and I would just do something, I don't know. The last combo that I ate was lettuce with chocolate cake. So there was lettuce on the table and the dessert had already come out, and one of the guys was like, would you eat this? Like, sure. So he grabbed the lettuce, grabbed the cake, and was like, here you go. I just ate it, and he was baffled. So he's looking on the table trying to find other like combos that he could feed me. So I was like, yeah, man, whatever you can come up with, you know? So anything interesting like that, ice cream with rice. I've tried it all, and I'm always experimenting because I just all flavors for me, you know, and just enjoy it all. So it's all good. I don't think I'm full yet, so to go back for thirds, I guess. Let's go. Round 3.
Superhuman guest, some superhero, some fairy tale.
just because I can, I'm going to take another chocolate mousse and we'll see what we can do with this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's do it. I like trying different things, and the chocolate tasted amazing. The pasta tasted amazing. So maybe together they taste even more amazing. It's like chocolate pasta rice combo. See, restaurants don't serve this kind of thing, so you can only come to a buffet and really make your own, you know? It's like a adult playground. Alright, what do we get? Music to me is everything. I mean, I'm a very soulful kind of person, and music just captures all the emotions, you know? I mean, going through a breakup, going through the happiest time of my life, there's always a song or a melody or a tune that kind of really gives you that feeling and always brings it back. You know, you hear it a year from now and it's like, it just triggers a memory, and I think that just gives me, you know, such a great pleasure. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I can never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. My favorite genre of music definitely is pop, hip-hop, R&B, like that. Something with a good tune and good lyrics. Not this rubbish that's coming out nowadays, you know, with the, I don't know, what do they even call it? What rap? Mumble rap. That's what I'm talking about. No. So my favorite instrument has to be the guitar, because I've been playing it since I was 8, and I really kind of got into it. But I've also taken up piano and drums. The drums not as much, but piano I used to really, you know, have a YouTube video and just kind of play and learn. But I did play the saxophone in school, in the marching band, did the snare drum, the bass drum, like that whole thing, the melodica, the what do you call it, the recorder. So I've, you know, been able to kind of adapt and, you know, blessed with the talent to actually pick up new instruments. But I think guitar, piano are my top 2. So that was a little insight to my life. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you see me around, come say hi and we can get to know each other. Fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. Walk all the way down. Let's do it. We got the rice and the pasta. I think we're going to start with the pasta and then come back to the rice later. What was that one thing? Yeah, sure. Or you want to keep it like comedic, like the way it was. Repeat the question again. Yeah, we are all we need.